Okay, a problem today, another pattern problem, is how many ways can you go up a 10-step staircase if you can go 1 or 2 steps at a time? Let's list a few. You could take a 2-step jump and then a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 2, 5 twos in a row. That's one way. Or you could take 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. It's going to be a lot, and trying to do it with a systematic list could take a long time. So instead, we're going to start small and look for a pattern. It's a 1-step staircase, you can go one way. It's a 2-step staircase, you can go 2 ways. You can go a 3-step staircase, you can go 3 ways. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, or 2, 1. And if you just look at those first 3, 1, 2, 3, you think the next one's going to be 4, but it's not. For a 4-step staircase, there's 5 ways. 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 ones in a row. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then the 5th one, 2, 2. So take a look at those and convince yourself that for a 4-step staircase there really are 5 ways. Now what about a 5-step staircase? Well, try that one. Be systematic. You might need a tree diagram to find them all. But do it carefully, and you will see that for a 5-step staircase there are 8 ways. And here you can see them all. All ones. There's 4 different ways with 3 ones and a 2, and 3 different ways with 2 2s and a 1. So for a 5-step staircase, there's 8 ways. So now that we've started small, let's see if we can find a pattern. 1 stair, 1 way, 2 stairs, 2 ways, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Now, it's not necessarily easy to look at that and see a pattern, at least not if you've never seen these numbers before. So you might need to carefully do it for 6 stairs. Or maybe if you see a pattern, then the way to confirm it that you're right would be to do it for 6 stairs. And again, do it carefully. But if you do, you'll find that there's 13 ways. So now our pattern is 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. And if you don't see a pattern here yet, stop the video and stare at it for a little while. Can you see what's going on? Well, it turns out that each number is the sum of the 2 that came before it. 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 13, etc. And so when you carry it up to a 10-step staircase, you'll see that there are 89 ways. Starting small, we saw a pattern. These are very famous numbers, it turns out. They're called the Fibonacci numbers. And now we know how to answer the question. There are 89 ways to go up a 10-step staircase, if you can go 1 or 2 steps at a time. So that would be very annoying to try to write out a whole systematic list, but by starting small we were able to do it. Now here are some extensions or challenge questions for you. Why does this pattern work? What's going on underneath the hood? Can you prove that it always works, or was it just a coincidence for the first few staircases? And the answer is it's not a coincidence. Why? You can figure out why this pattern has to work once you get started. Maybe some that aren't quite as challenging as that one. What if instead of going up 1 or 2 steps at a time, you went up 1, 2, or 3 steps at a time? If you really understand this last one, first problem rather, then this one shouldn't be too big a stretch to at least make a conjecture about, to have a trial, and then try it and see. Back in the original problem, what if you had to land on the 6th step? So of those 89 ways, how many of them end up landing on the 6th step? How many of them don't land on the 6th step? And can you write an interesting extension of this problem yourself? So there we have it, a pretty interesting start small, look for a pattern problem.